Okay, here's our tutorial on using the CNC router to cut the drip groove. The CNC router, computer numeric controlled router, needs to be programmed. And to program it, we're going to use this program in front of us called VCarve. It's on your computer's desktop as an icon, or it is searchable in the search box down here. Once you get VCarve open, the first job is to create a new file. So when you do that, you are presented with what looks like a piece of paper, but it's actually what we refer to in VCarve as the job. And on the left is something called the job setup. And we have to work through this little column of choices, basically, and then press OK in the end once we get there. So this is our first job. Yours out of the gate might look a little different because you're using version 8.5 and I'm using version 9. Perhaps I don't think you have job type up here. You don't have the single versus double, but it doesn't matter. We'll just move on to job size here. This is whether or not you're going to cut on one side only or cut on both sides by flipping it over, but it doesn't matter. We're just going to leave this alone and move to here. Okay, let's talk about the job size. This is where you get to enter the size of your finished cutting board. It's important, and I can't emphasize this enough, that you measure this accurately and you enter it exactly. If you don't, your drip groove will not be equally spaced around the board. So let's make sure we do that. I'm going to just do a fictitious one here. Well, I guess I could do my sample cutting board here. And let's pretend I was perfect and I was able to make it 14 long and 11 and 15/16 wide. So maybe I got that perfect. So I'm going to enter those numbers. So the height I'm going to do in the Y direction because it's the longer length of our CNC router. So I'm going to put it 14 that way in the Y direction. This is this way. And then this way in the X direction, which goes this way, it was 11 and 15/16. And if you don't know the decimal for 15/16, we can just go 15 divided by 16 equals 0.9375. So it's 11.9375. There we are. 11.9375. And so if I head back to my Fusion for a second, it was 11 and 15/16, which is 9375, and it's 14. Okay, so my cutting board, if I was able to get it perfect, is now measuring this, and its thickness is 0.75. You will put in your X, or width, and your Y, which is your height, and do it accurately. I can't emphasize that enough. Okay, it doesn't matter so much about the thickness. That's not a problem. It's these two that matter. Okay, now we're going to choose this. This is called our Z0. The router goes up and down, and that is called the Z direction. And we're going to set its 0 reference point as material surface. And that might become a little clearer later. So make sure it's on material surface. And then the next one we're going to do is the datum position. And this is the X and Y direction where it's going to start, or our 0, 0 point. So we're going to say it's in the lower left corner, right down here. And you see a red dot down here that signifies that. And then we're going to use an offset. And the offset, just follow these numbers and punch them in. But it's 2.756, and it is 3.071. There we go. And when you do that, you'll see that there's this sort of gray X and Y coordinate grid. This is the 0, 0 of the machine itself. And then we're going to tell the machine to head out here and begin. Its lower left corner of our board will be out here. And you're like, well, if this is the 0, 0 of the machine, why is my board way out here? Well, I'll show you. Let's see if I can find this. Boom. Here's our CNC router's bed, and this is the fence system we have that we're going to put our board into. So if I zoom in on that, there we go. Our board's going to index right down here in this spot, and this location is the number we just entered. The actual machine's 0, 0 is going to be way over here somewhere. And then the machine's going to know from the information we entered that it needs to apply an offset to find the lower left corner of our board, which will be right there. So hopefully that makes a little sense. So this is the machine's absolute 0, and then it's going to move its way out to what we've said is the 0 position of our board by using this offset. The reason it's in these weird numbers is if I go to metric, you'll see that by clicking millimeters. I thought it was going to switch over. It usually does. Oh well. If it switches to millimeters here, which it's not going to do for me, you would see that it's actually 70 and 78 millimeters. So they're nice numbers, and we got those by machining. If I head back to this for a second. Oh, there we go. The machines itself uses metric, and we machined these boards using the machine so that they were in those sort of measurements, 70 and 78 millimeters away from the starting point. Okay, so that's a little bit of CNC talk. That's it, we're done. This modeling resolution doesn't matter. We're just going to push OK. So we've got our job in here. And you can always go back and check your job by clicking this button up here, set job dimensions and origins, and you go right back to this and you can see all of the things you entered and double check them and then push OK. Okay, so that's that part. So the next part is we're going to create a rectangle for the CNC to route, but we're going to do that in the next tutorial. If you got this far, that's great, and then we'll move on to the next tutorial and set up some things for the CNC to do. Okay, that's all for now.